that I, till this day, think about every single day. I lived with my grandma for a few years, so I learned a lot from her. One of the biggest things I learned from her while I lived with her was how to be a better wife. One day, I was eating breakfast with my grandma, and when we were done with breakfast, she walked over to the sink and she said, "Oh, you did it again." She said, "Your grandpa always forgets to put his butter knife in the sink, and he just left it on the counter." So of course, I've only been married for a few years at this point. So I told her, "Why do you let him do that? Tell him to put it in the sink." And I was upset, clearly more upset than she was. She said, "No, I'll just put it in the sink for him." And I said, "Why don't you just tell him to put it in the sink? Why would you do that for him every day?" And this is what she told me. "You have to choose your battles in marriage. Your partner is going to do things that irritate you, but you have to choose what you react to." She said, "It's easy for me to put the knife in the sink, and I avoided an argument this way." She said, "You can't start an argument with every little thing that irritates you, because then you guys would be fighting all the time." So now when I notice that my husband does something that irritates me, something small, I think about my grandma and how she would say, "You don't need to argue about every little thing." My grandma has saved me from so many arguments. Let my grandma help you in your marriage.